Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be talking about Libya Lobo. Libya Lobo is 95 years old. During Goa's liberation movement, Lobo used to run an underground radio service called Voz de Liberdade in Portuguese, Goenche Sadvonecho Awaz in Konkani, and the Voice of Freedom in English. The broadcast started in 1955 from the jungles of Amboli bordering Goa. It all started in 1955. Lobo was living in Mumbai, but her heart belonged in Goa. On August 15, 1955, all three floors of the CG Hall in Mumbai were packed with people wanting to register for a peaceful satyagraha in Goa. The meeting was presided over by the then Maharashtra Legislative Assembly Speaker Mr. Kunde. Lobo records how during the meeting there was a report that Prime Minister Nehru had banned Satyagraha because those who had gone to the border to offer Satyagraha were fired upon at point blank range. Goa had completely cut off from the rest of India, says Lobo. No news, no papers were coming into Goa. There were no civil liberties of any kind, and the strictest censorship was imposed. You could not publish or do anything that was not aligned to the interests of the Portuguese. During the liberation of Dadra and Nagar Haveli in 1954, the nationalists had found ammunition and had also seized two wireless sets. Lobo, along with Vaman Sadesai, who worked for the External Services Division of All India Radio, decided to use the wireless sets as radio transmitters to end news censorship in Goa. They set up an underground radio service inside a truck in the forest of Amboli in Maharashtra bordering Goa. It was a leap in the dark. I was a sprightly Bombay girl. I did not know what I was in for. We were incognito and incommunicado. We met no one. We saw no one. Nobody met us or saw us. And nobody knew where we were. We used to wear gumboots, but the leeches used to climb up the gumboots and bite us. When we came back from the broadcast and removed our boots, our legs used to be bleeding. We also shed our blood for Goa, she said. The purpose of the radio was to keep people informed and inspired to fight for freedom, adds Lobo. She claims that through the broadcast, they not only dispersed information but also aimed to lift the morale of the people by talking about the kind of support the freedom movement was getting from other parts of India and around the world. Portuguese tried their very best to stop the broadcast, adds Lobo, but a slight change in the radio frequency would solve the problem. On December 16, 1961, Lobo and Sadesai received a message to inform the Governor General that the Indian troops were moving in. They were asked to broadcast this message every hour to warn Portuguese that an attack by the Indian army was imminent. The army told them that the borders were no longer safe, and a military jeep was sent to pick up Lobo and Sadesai and move them to Belgaum. The following morning, they set up their transmitters at a guest house in Belgaum. On December 18, 1961, early in the morning, Lobo recalls that the then Chief of Army Staff, General J. M. Chaudhary, informed that Dabolim airport was bombed and the Indian army had entered from all three sides. That evening at the army headquarters, it was announced to all the journalists that the Portuguese had surrendered. Early next morning, we set up on the plane with the loudspeaker on its belly. We hovered all over Goa for 2 hours. At 11 a.m., the tricolor was hoisted. We declared from the plane that Goa was free. We dropped leaflets to tell people. We asked people to rejoice because after 450 years, we had won our freedom, she says. Post the liberation of Goa, Lobo was asked to go through Portuguese documents that were seized by the Indian army. She came across a Rodriguez report which stated that the Voice of Freedom had done a lot of damage with the anti-Portuguese propaganda. It was the voice that hurt us at close range, is what the report said. That was the idea, and we had successfully achieved it, she said. Libia Lobo later married Vaman Sadesai. He is no more. She lives alone in Panjim. She doesn't have any children and doesn't keep a domestic help. The former, she says, is fate, and the latter, she says, adds a bother. Thanks, Kanish, for giving me a shout out in this vid. And guys, please check out his channels for gaming videos of Fortnite and sometimes Minecraft. So please like, share, and subscribe, and check out my blog, whose link you can see in your screen. Hope you guys like my video, and see you guys next time.